We all set goals for ourselves and for our businesses. However, too few of us actually achieve those goals, and it's not for a lack of trying. Hello, my name is Daniel Hindi, and today I'm going to give you the 5 tips on how to start achieving your business goals. Setting goals for ourselves and our businesses is extremely important. However, it is pivotal to identify the difference between goals and objectives. Just like everyone else, early in my career, I suffered from not achieving my goals, whether that was personal, on a project basis, or on my business. After years of struggling and trying out different methods, I finally found out what worked. Part of my experience came through experimentation, but a lot is also learning from other people's experiences and fully appreciating all the information that's available to us on the internet and through books. One of the books I read was for Peter Drucker. He identified something called SMART objectives. SMART is an acronym that we'll define later on in this video. I'll also explain how to implement it and how to get your team on board and aligned with your goals. Tip number 1, identify clearly your goals and objectives and remove the confusion between the two. Your goals are the outcomes that you want. Your objectives are how you achieve those goals. It's extremely important that you identify a good goal. Not all goals are good. They need your attention and focus so you could really think through what a proper goal for your business is. You can identify a bad goal by something that sounds like make more money, become the next unicorn, be on the cover of Forbes. These are goals everybody wants and sort of goes without saying. That's not really the goal of your business, why your business is different than others. You want to try to identify your goal not through monetary reasoning, but more for the purpose your business serves. So a bad goal, make more money. A good goal would be the number one choice for my customers in this market sector. Now the idea is you specified the market sector that you're in and you want to be the number one choice for your users. If you're struggling to identify the mission, vision, and goal of your company, I highly recommend that you go watch Start With Why for Simon Sinek. Please do yourself a favor and actually watch it and understand what he's trying to say there. It's a beautiful resource to understand what is the soul of your company. Why does your company exist? So if our goal is to be the number one choice for our customers in this market sector, our objectives should be what is going to get us to that goal, what is going to allow us to achieve that goal. So for example, it could be increase brand trust. It could be provide 24-hour support to our customers. Reduce our bug debt by 50%. Before we go on to point number 2, make sure you like and subscribe so you stay updated on our latest content. The second tip is to make sure you break down your objectives into SMART objectives. Peter Drucker did a really good job on how to define your objectives properly. SMART is an acronym: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. You start off by being specific. Outline a clear statement that defines what is required. Measurable. A clear unit of measurement, preferably through numerical terms, that can identify progress and completion of the objective. Achievable. Objectives must be challenging yet achievable, where you're happy with the outcome, but your team is willing to commit to it. Realistic. Managers should focus on objectives, and the team members should focus on initiatives to achieve those objectives. Timely. This means to set a specific date of achievement that must be agreed on and met. When you set out to make an objective, make sure that it's specific, that you can identify whether you've achieved it or not. Make sure it's measurable, that it's not something that's infinite. Keep customers happy. What does happy mean? Make our product better. What does that mean? How much is better? Realistic. Make sure that your team deals with the initiative, because sometimes the method that we may impose on our team isn't realistic. It can't be achieved in that time, which brings us to the last step, which is timely. Make sure you set deadlines for everything so that your team achieves them. Tip number 3, identify clear KPIs, key performance indicators. If we're going to concern ourselves with the objectives and our team's going to concern themselves with the initiatives to achieve those objectives, we need to make sure that we have predefined measurements, preferably numerical, so that we can measure success and increase transparency, so we know if we're going to hit our goal or not, and better yet, so that we know if we're on track to hit our goal or not. If we have a KPI, for example, to reduce our bug log by 50%, and let's say we had 100 bugs, so 50% of that is 50 bugs, and we have 1 month to finish 50 bugs. I know I threw a lot of numbers out there, stay with me. So I have 1 month to fix 50 bugs. If halfway through the month only a third has been fixed, you know that you're not on track to finish it on time. So it gives you the ability to track progress and allows you to forecast to whether you're going to hit your goals or not. It's time for a challenge. I want to challenge everybody to leave in the comments below what their previous goal was and what has it become. After you defined why does your business exist? How did you redefine your mission, your vision, and your goal? From I want to make money to be a leader in my industry. I'm really interested in that change so all of us can benefit from each other and to see how we made that change when we truly understand why we exist as a business. Tip number 4, autonomy to your team. If we're going to delegate initiatives off to our team, they need to be autonomous to make their decisions to live and die by. If we're too busy micromanaging them, sometimes we get in the way. Yes, sometimes you get in the way. Let them do their job the best way they know how. You need to be able to trust your team so you can scale your company. The other reason is if you're always micromanaging them, you're also the excuse on why they didn't achieve their goal. The common excuse is because I did what you told me to do. So make sure your team is autonomous and owns an initiative. You can own multiple initiatives, that's fine, but that they own something and the success of this initiative is tied to their efforts uniquely. And trust your team to deliver. If they don't deliver, that's another subject. But give them the opportunity to succeed. Tip number 5, accountability. Now that we've identified a true goal and the objectives on how to achieve that goal and assigned to our team the initiatives and given them clear KPIs for those SMART objectives, now we need to hold them accountable. And that starts with something as simple as putting on your calendar and inviting all your stakeholders to a meeting at the end of the pre-assigned date so that you can all report on your objectives and if you achieved them or not. All your managers need to attend this and report amongst each other. It also creates friendly competition amongst your managers to see who achieved their goals and who didn't. Pro tip here, if you want a B, ask for an A. So if they fall a little bit short, you're at least in a passing grade. But if you ask for a C, most likely they'll come back with failure. Now, when you hold this meeting, make sure you do a retrospective. Understand the objectives that were met and the objectives that weren't met and why. What did we do well? What did we do poorly? And how can we adjust? And then set your next set of objectives, whether that's for the next month or the next quarter. Make sure you set that up and take the learnings that you had from the first time around so that you don't repeat your mistakes, so that you're trending towards success. So as a quick recap, make sure you define your goals, have SMART objectives, set key performance indicators, give your team autonomy, but hold them accountable. I hope this video gave you clear and logical steps on how to achieve your goals.